Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you my workspace in my art studio.
Did she make your heart beat faster than I could?
When you walk into my studio, you see lots of painting storage. Like, paintings are everywhere. It's some of my paintings, and this is one of my student paintings, and on this side it's just paintings stored everywhere, just piles of canvases, lots of them. And these are drawers with all the art supplies my students are using, and there's some more on this side as well. Basically, it's all a huge storage place for my paintings. Like, my studio, it's a home studio. It's part of my apartment. Since I'm traveling so much, it's not reasonable for now for me like rent a proper studio, and I was trying to rent a couple before, but it just didn't work because of how many months I will be not there because of my traveling. So for now I'm painting and working here, and so far it works really well. I painted a couple years ago little tiny flying cute animals. I don't know what I was thinking back then, but I really didn't like it, so I repaint almost all of it. I didn't finish yet. I have a couple more areas to work, and so far I like it, but I want to paint something different now, and it always happens. It's just what happens when you're artist. You don't like what you paint the next day. So here is more of a storage for the sources and paper and all the mixed media materials. I have source books here and there, basically for my students, all the pictures and stuff. And here is my book collection and some of my cards, but basically the books I read, and yeah, some of them I have shown you in the previous video. This is the easel for my on-site students. It's actually a teenager girl. She's around 11, I guess. This is one of her painting, and she just started, so it's just first layers. She loves experimenting with abstract stuff, so she's really good. But it's only the first stage, so don't judge it too fast, and it's a kid. And I think it's a good way to have your easel next to your students' easel when you teach. Like, for me personally, it have been really great experience because they can see me painting, and I can see what they're doing. Just really a better way to learn than I'm just showing them on their canvas, or they just see the final piece and not the progress of what I'm doing. So it's really interesting experience, and so far I really love it. And this is the main area, so I usually sit or stand while I'm painting, and I like to paint more with natural light, but when it's too dark and in winter it's dark, I use this light. Oops, it's not working. Whoa. I have some of the main brushes in this area, and I have my brushes cup, which I really like, and I got it from one of the local ceramic artists, and it just really meets my aesthetic. So I really love this brush holder, and I have a couple more, but it's just too tiny. And this area is just all all the markers I use. I have water-soluble art crayons and also solid markers and oil painting sticks and tubes. Montana acrylic pump markers, which are really great for sketching and for doing drawing on the canvas. Down there is all the mediums like modeling paste, gel medium, also pouring mediums, and spray paint, fixatives, a couple more big brushes, holders. I don't use them that often, but sometimes I do. Here is also area with oil crayons, oil pastel. I have a couple boxes with all the different stencils I use for visual texture. This is my favorite, as you can see, and also another box with collage paper. I love to collage some poetry or ornaments to my paintings, sometimes like different patterns. More paper. I just love to experiment with different techniques. And this is a paint drawer, so I have two sections of acrylic paint, all kinds of acrylic paint. Maybe I should do you one day a paint review because I'm using multiple brands of acrylic and oil paint. So this all acrylic and this is acrylic. I probably should separate them by transparent and opaque, but it just all mixed up now. This two on the top, it's oil paint. It actually looks like an oil paint. I didn't notice it first. Okay, so here is transparent oil and here is opaque. And usually I separate them. And this actually really good separated. So it's all cool paint and this is warm paint, warm colors. Also different brands. My favorite are Gamblin, Rembrandt, and this extra fine Halbing, Quinacridone Opera, and Norma is the German paint. I have multiple brands, but these three are like the best. So all the paint is here, and here is more inks, and just oil, priming, and powdery charcoal, some mediums like for glazes, oil for texture, baby oil, and varnishes. Here is just like more oil pastels and mixed media crayons. Also more oil paint, just a separate Russian brand that I like to use separated from all other paint, but I use it often too. Also more mediums like Alkyd, and this is our little tiny jars. Look how cute it is. It's tiny. I use it for Alkyd and for glazes, and I use bigger ones for solvent. I use not toxic solvent, so it doesn't smell bad. And this is my acrylic palette, and underneath is my oil palette, so it's basically a huge glass table that I use as a palette. And here's just more storage of acrylic paint. I love this Italian brand that's called Polycolor, and also it produces specific paint for pouring technique that I like to do with my art too. And here are some little cute shiny powders that make your art even more stand out, pop up, I don't know. And also I have this handmade paint stick and knives and more brushes, more holders. Here is all the column temperature for oils, just like this, schemes and palettes. And here are some exercises from 100 painting challenge. And on my easels are like some pictures and sources that I created in program. And this is a little turtle that want to dominate the world. And here are some sources. Here is a painting I'm working on right now. Actually, it's really tiny, but it has everything we need to have in the art studio. Here I have some more mixed media art supplies. Here I have basically all the drawing stuff and gel pens. Here is a spray paint and scraper tools, more French oil pastels. Actually, they're my favorite. So yeah, here is just more jars with stuff and pastels everywhere, brushes, brush cleaner. I have to show you this tip one day, and some small paintings. Stepan, my companion and friend, helps me with drawing proportions. Helped me in the past time. I'm good now. Cute things for the atmosphere. Memories and things I brought from traveling different countries and things I picked in the garden. A huge couch for friends to come over and just hanging out. There's always someone here hanging out in my studio, and it's really fun. Up there, all the ink collection and other paintings, all the sketchbooks and stuff. So thank you so much guys for visiting my tiny studio, and I'm glad you so far with me in this journey, and I would love to hear from you what kind of videos you would enjoy, what topics you would be interested in. So let me know in the comment section down below your ideas for the future videos. I appreciate your support so much, and see you next time. Bye bye.